Not really sure what the deal was with our Eve and our Renekton. They kind of just didn't really catch a lot of things that they probably should have. So she's stacking tons and tons of Kage's lucky picks to try and make up for her farm game. And then, of course, our Renekton still with stage 1 boots, basically putting him pretty much behind the pack at this point as far as move speed goes. I'm pretty sure the opposing team has all of their boots done. One of the key things about item building, especially when you're playing Shen, is you really need to make sure that you're faster or about the same speed as everyone as far as boots are concerned. You want to make sure that you do try to have your second stage boots as soon as possible. I mean, obviously don't buy it over some of your armor or magic resist choices, but definitely get it in reasonable enough time so that when you're team fighting, you can keep up with people and catch your taunts. Because if you're not catching taunts as Shen, realistically speaking, you probably shouldn't be playing Shen, because his taunts are where the majority of his usefulness come in. You see me just trying to farm a little bit. Your team's just kind of splitting off. I'm looking to try to get mid tower down, but honestly, it's a bit tough with this particular setup. So we decided to go do Dragon, since Dragon's up again. We know the enemy team's kind of nearby, so we want to make sure we do this as fast as possible. There we catch Jarvan through the bush there. Not really sure why our Eve decided to tank Dragon, but you know, she felt like she should start it. You see me stack up at mid first. Looks like Eve kind of runs into the whole group. There, our Kennen drops the Banshee's Veil off Blitz. So I guess I should talk through some items that I usually get on Shen and items that I don't really like to get. I try to avoid getting items that give you mana, because obviously as an energy champ it's not that useful. Banshee's Veil on him can be interesting. I know there are people that will get it. It's essentially, it's very, very powerful to counter a Nocturnal, but for the most part, Banshee's Veil isn't super amazing. You see me get caught, I taunt out. You see everybody start focusing our Kennen. Unfortunately, I try to ult him, but it just happens to do just enough damage to really put him down. There you see our Renekton kind of move in. He gets ult popped closer to the Swain, but we managed to just barely make it away. There you see the Orianna with Ghost trying to just run up toward us. So I think I start porting out at this stage. Yeah, I start porting out. Since our Malzahar's pretty solid, he's got blue buff. I think he stole it off somebody on the opposing team. So I'm looking at bottom. I'm also monitoring the fact that our blue is up, so if somebody on our team needs blue, it's, you know, we can easily snag it. And item setup wise, I'm trying to figure out what to buy and what to sell, because I kind of have a little bit too much as far as items are concerned. You see me sell it to get a regrowth pendant to give myself a little bit of regen, because honestly in that fight it kind of didn't quite go the way I wanted it to. And I buy a new Elixir of Fortitude to kind of refresh it. So elixir buying is an interesting topic. Not a lot of people would buy elixirs before a game has been won, and a lot of people find when guys try to stack elixirs in the mid to early game that it's a bit of a trolling play. To be completely honest, buying elixirs can be extremely powerful just because it gives you a solid amount of damage and health. Let's see what it gives you, sorry. Let's see, elixirs. So they give you between 140 and 235 health based on champion level, and 10 attack damage for 4 minutes. The 10 attack damage isn't super crazy, but it's the health, especially on guys like Shen, that really matters. And try not to pick up too many health items on my tanks, because I want to make sure that they're legitimately tanky and don't just have a lot of health, especially because a lot of characters in the game tend to do percentage-based damage.